everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this pumpkin coasters. If you're looking for an easy, quick and fun project, this is it. We start working from the center and work our way out. Then we add this stem and a bead at the end, but you can skip the bead if you don't want to add the bead. The coasters are measuring about 4.5 inches wide. For this project, you're going to need number 4 medium weight yarn. For the pumpkin, I used this cream color, and for the stem, I just switched it off and used whatever yarn I had left over from other projects. You're also going to need your beads if you're going to add a bead to the stem. 2 hook sizes, 4mm hook size for crocheting the pumpkin part and the stem. And you're also going to need your 2mm crochet hook for the bead. For round 1, we're going to start with the slip knot. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back into the first chain and slip stitch using that chain to join. Here we made a ring and we're going to be working on double crochets using that ring. You don't have to start this way. You could also work a magic ring if you want to. Both ways will be fine. For round 1, we're going to chain 2. Here's 1 and 2. This chain 2 doesn't stand for a stitch. Into this magic ring, we're going to work a total of 15 double crochets. Here is 1 double crochet, 2. I am working my yarn tail in, so I hold on to it as I work my double crochets and picking it up from the back. 3, 4, 5. And if it's getting too tight, what you can do is just move these double crochets over and just continue working your double crochets. So continue working on your double crochets for round 1. You should have a total of 15 and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 1, you should have 15 double crochets. To end this round, we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So here we have our chain 2. Don't slip stitch using those chain 2. And here's our first double crochet. Insert your hook using both loops and slip stitch into that stitch. For round 2, we're going to chain 1. This chain 1 doesn't stand for a stitch. Back into that same stitch that we slip stitched into, we're going to work 2 double crochets. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Let's repeat. We're going to work 2 double crochets into the following stitch. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. And this is how it looks like. So in each stitch we have 2 double crochets. And let's repeat. We're going to work 2 double crochets into each stitch around. And at the end of this round, you should have 30 double crochets. Continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 2, you should have 30 double crochets. We're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first double crochet to end this round. Here is our first double crochet. We're going to pick up both loops and slip stitch. For round 3, we're going to chain 1. Back into the same stitch, we're going to work 1 double crochet this time. Into the following stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets. And this is our increase. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Let's repeat. We're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Into the following stitch, work 2 double crochets. And let's repeat. We're going to work 1 double crochet. And into the following stitch, work 2 double crochets. Continue working like this, and at the end of this round, you should have 45 double crochets. At the end of round 3, you should have 45 double crochets. Let's go ahead and end the same way. We're just going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round. For round 4, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the following stitch. So don't chain 1, just go ahead and slip stitch. Into the next stitch, work 1 single crochet. Into the following stitch, work 1 half double crochet. Now we need to work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, and 4. Into the following stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets. It's our increase. Now we need to repeat by working 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And into the following stitch work 2 double crochets. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Let's repeat one more time. We're going to work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's go ahead and work 2 double crochets into the following stitch. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Into the following stitch, we're going to work 1 double crochet. Now we need 1/2 double crochet into the following stitch and 1 single crochet into the following stitch. Let's go ahead and slip stitch using the next 3 stitches. Here's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're just going to repeat. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1/2 double crochet into the following stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and now we need 2 double crochets into this stitch. So let's go ahead and work on our increase. Here's 1 double crochet, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the next stitch work 2 double crochets. Here's 1, and 1 more back into that same stitch. Now we need to work 4 double crochets, meaning 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, and 4. Now let's go ahead and work 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second double crochet. Now let's go ahead and work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here I have 3 stitches left, and what I need to do is work 1/2 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the following stitch, and 1 slip stitch using the following stitch. This ends round 4, and you can go ahead and fasten off and cut your yarn. Pull out your hook, but don't tighten it too much. This is how it looks like so far. Now let's go ahead and work on the stem. Using your 2mm crochet hook with a bead, go ahead and place it inside your hook. Using your second color for the stem, you want to hold on to it, wrap it around your hook, and hold on to both ends, like so. And now it'll be easier for you to bring in this wooden bead through. And once it's there, just leave it alone. And we're going to continue. Using our 4mm crochet hook, let's go ahead and insert it back where we finished. And that's why I didn't want to tighten it too much. It'll be easier for me to spot that stitch, which is right over here. If you look, you can find it. Now, once your hook is in there, you can go ahead and tighten it. Using our secondary color for the stem, we're going to wrap it around our hook and pull through. Now we need to go ahead and hold on to this yarn tails. I'm actually going to make mine a little bit longer so it'll be easier for me to work on it later. Let's go ahead and chain 11. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Once you have your 11 chains, you can go ahead and bring your wooden bead forward. Just leave it. We need to work 1 single crochet into the 3rd chain. So here's, don't count this one. Here's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use that chain to work my first single crochet. And I'm leaving my bead there. Just pull through. like so. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops. Here's our next chain. Let's go ahead and work 2 half double crochets into that chain. Here's 1, and go back into that same chain and work your second half double crochet. Let's repeat. Work 2 half double crochets into the next chain. And one more time, 2 half double crochets into the following chain. Now we're just going to work 1 half double crochets into this chains right here. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull on this a little bit so it'll tighten. And now what you want to do is going into this stitch right here next to it. So here we started on our chains. Go into the next one and you're going to slip stitch using that chain or that stitch. Go ahead and slip stitch. And now you can go ahead and fasten off. Cut your yarn. And pull your hook through. Now we're going to go ahead and weave in these yarn tails, and I'll show you how that's done. And you can fix this like so. Working on the back, I'm going to use this yarn tail and weave it in right up into the stem. So I'm just going to pick up the back loops and come up of all the stitches that I can, or as many as I can. Now I'm going to come back, and then one more time I'm going to go back up, dropping 1 loop and picking up as many stitches as I can in the back, so using back loops. This one is finished. You can go ahead and cut that yarn tail and repeat the same thing to this one. Now we're going to work on this yarn tail, and for this one I'm actually going to work on the side of the pumpkin, and using these stitches I'm going to repeat and do the same thing. I'm going to pick up the back loops of as many stitches as I can, pull your yarn needle through, come back, drop 1 loop, and you can even pick up more if you want to, and then just go back up, dropping 1 loop, picking up as many as you can, and you're finished. You can go ahead and cut this yarn tail and repeat the same thing to this one. But before that, you want to go ahead and tighten it as much as you can to close up that hole. And our coasters are all finished. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.